Okay, I'm recording so that I can look back on this at the end of the year and see if I completed my New Year's resolutions. But I need to figure out what my New Year's resolutions are gonna be. So I'm gonna just take you with me as I cleanse my face and do my hair, I guess. And I just need to talk out loud and you guys get to suffer with me. No one's gonna see this anyways. This is starting off bad. I got a CO2 laser just like 2-3 days ago. I don't even remember what day it is anymore. I did the lowest level of it, so I don't look crazy even though it's only been a few days. I'm sure that if you check like CO2 lasers on TikTok, you're gonna see crazy people like shedding and like pimply, and it looks like they're snakes peeling. I mean, maybe I'll be like that tomorrow, but I got my neck done. And you can see like I have acne now that's forming because I'm purging. I think one of my main goals for 2026 is to quit swearing. Maybe not quit swearing, but not swear as much as I do. Not for everyone, but for me, I feel like it makes me sound uneducated and like I don't care about people when I'm talking to them and just throwing swear words into the mix. It also doesn't help that I'm surrounded by people that swear a lot, and I grew up with a family that swears a lot. They're like sailors. So this one will be pretty hard, but this is just for me, not for them. Like, they can continue to swear, it doesn't matter. Ew, look, I'm starting to peel. And also, I think there's a time and place for when you should swear, and I just don't know that, obviously, because I do it with anyone at any time. Side note, my friend just came in here and he brought me this. If you have not had these, I totally recommend them. I drank half of one. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Okay, so goal number 2 is to get down to 25% body fat, which I think is very doable for me. I am 5'3". I'm 5'2 3/4. And I have always been right around that. I think normally I'm like I've been 23 to 25. That's usually what I was, well, that's when I was in like heavy duty like CrossFit, into like the super fitness. I was into tennis and doing way too many sports, running like every day. Okay, so maybe 25 is a stretch for now, considering all I'm doing is berries. I need to get my diet under control. No, I'm not changing it. I'm going to stick to the 25% body fat goal. And I think it's pretty doable. My sister recently bought me a DEXA scan, which I've done plenty of those before. And I'm hoping that when I go in, it won't be something absolutely atrocious. I think right now I'm probably around 30% body fat. And that's just because I had, spine surgery last year. And I love using that as an excuse, by the way. Like, it's just such a fabulous excuse to not do anything. Not an excuse anymore because it's almost the 1-year mark. And I'll be good and dandy to be able to do everything that I used to be able to do. If I wanted to go back to CrossFit, I could. Not that I'm going to, because I'm not confident anymore to lift weight over my head. And like, that's just a scary thought for me. So I'll stick to Barry's boot camp right now and running, because that's all I can really do. But anyways, I'm gonna do the DEXA scan this month or next month and see what I'm at, and then schedule one for the end of the year. I might have to schedule one in the middle because I could see myself getting off track, like 100%. I also want to shop less, which seems ridiculous, but like, if you knew the amount of clothes that I buy and give away to friends or Goodwill, it's absurd. There's no reason I should be doing this. So I think I'm gonna start renting, my clothes for special events. Like, I have so many dresses that I've purchased that I never use again, and they just sit in my closet. Let me just take you into my closet.
These are all dresses. I was just going through these so that I could depress myself. That I'll probably never, ever wear again. Vacation, vacation. This was to a gala. Like, I wore this to my friend Elena's wedding. Wore this to a gala. Wore this to someone else's wedding. A baby shower. Gorgeous, but wore it once, never used it again. Wore this to this gala this year. Why? I could have just rented this.
Actually, I should probably get on like that Depop site and start selling some of this stuff, because then I could use that money to rent for events in the future. Okay, a less materialistic goal. I really want to find a hobby I enjoy. I am the definition of a hobby hopper. I have done just about everything you can think of. I mentioned I did CrossFit. That was really fun. I was a runner for years. That was really fun. I was taking tennis lessons. I almost joined a volleyball team before I had to get back surgery. I just started crocheting. I paint. I did aerial silks for a while. Like, this is, you can see here, a slew of unfinished projects. This is from my crocheting stint. This was my soap making stint. This is my knitting stint. This is all the paints from my painting stint. Drawing, charcoals. I even bought these boxes called the Month's Craft to help me find a hobby that I like. This is pottery. I did pottery for a while in Nashville. Well, that's it. I do have like actual business goals that I want to accomplish, and say hi, buddy. Hi, baby. And things like that, financial goals, but those are a little bit more boring, so I won't share those. But hopefully I can look back at this video and be like, okay, I completed at least one of these things. Bye. Okay, I forgot to mention the last goal that I have, which is probably the most important one, but I really want to quit my 9-to-5, which is really hard for me because I'm an Enneagram 6. I love stability, and my job is very stable, and I love my job, but my business is going to suffer if I don't take a leap and just quit and go full-time on my business. So I need to quit, and if I look back at the end of the year, December 2026, and I'm still working there, Desiree, what are you doing? I'm a pretty visual person, so I want to make a vision board for all of this stuff and replace this painting here with it, so that I wake up every morning and I see it and it's in my face, and there's no way that I can forget any of my goals. But I need to find a place where I can find magazines for cheap, because I did a vision board last year and it was so expensive going to like Barnes and Nobles and buying brand new magazines to tear apart. So, any ideas?